the greatest celebrity of all time. He was born in an obscure village, the child of a peasant. No palace welcomed him. No trumpet announced him. He entered the world quietly, while heaven watched in silence. He never lived in a great city. He never traveled 200 miles from the place where he was born. Yet his footsteps echo through history. He left his throne to become a servant, a slave of all, the greatest servant who ever lived, to become the greatest king who will ever reign. He was the definition of servanthood and the standard of true kingship. What he taught, he lived. What he preached, he practiced. His life was the message. He lived quietly. He never sought public applause. Yet his name crossed cities, nations, and continents. He wrote no song. Yet Handel, Bach, Beethoven, Haydn, and Mendelssohn found their highest inspiration in his name. He painted no portrait. Yet Raphael, Michelangelo, and Leonardo da Vinci tried to capture his glory. He was never elected. He was never crowned by men. Yet the government of the world rests upon his shoulders. He never wrote a single book. Yet more books have been written about him than any person who ever lived. He had no house to call his own, no place to lay his head. Yet in him, we live, we move, and we exist. He was never a legislator. Yet he is our lawgiver. He was never a lawyer. Yet he is our judge and our advocate. He was never a physician. Yet he is the great physician, the balm of Gilead. He never attended seminary. Yet no one can preach or speak of God without mentioning his name. They called him Rabbi, and even the Pharisees stood in awe at his wisdom. He ministered for only 3 years. Socrates taught for 40, Plato for 50, Aristotle for 40. Yet his words outweigh them all. He never owned a single property. Yet heaven and earth belong to him. He never won a Nobel Peace Prize. Yet he makes wars cease to the ends of the earth. Isaiah called him the Prince of Peace. He owned no game reserve. Yet he is the Lion of the tribe of Judah. He had no military training. Yet he commands the armies of heaven. He had no wife. He had no biological children. Yet he is the husband of the widow and the father of the fatherless. He lived 33 and a half years on earth. Yet he existed before time began. He was with God in the beginning. And through him, all things were made. He owned no flock. Yet he is the good shepherd. He read the scriptures. Yet he is the word of life. He never owned a vineyard nor garden. Yet he is the true vine. He never owned nor operated a bakery. Yet he is the bread of life. He never constructed roads nor built bridges. Yet he is the way. He never manufactured lamps nor owned a lighting factory. Yet he is the light of the world. He was treated like a criminal. He died for sin. Yet he is the sinless, spotless Lamb of God. All the armies that ever marched, all the navies that ever sailed, all the parliaments that ever sat, all the kings that ever reigned, put together, have not changed humanity like that one solitary life. He is the greatest of all, in time and space. His name is Jesus of Nazareth. Yet there is no end to his names. If you want to know him, open the Bible, for there, his glory is revealed, his power unveiled, and his love made personal.